So
Ooh,
cardio,
running.
talk about running, because now you guys both have ASICs. In my opinion, they make the best running shoes in the world, and I've been running on them for 20 years, using like those frictionless type of running socks in the shoes. So compared to what you were running in before, and with the ASICs, what's the difference?
I'm going to take a different approach to that, but I will get to that point. So basically with the cardio running, as a child and adolescent, I despised cardio. I hated running. I'll play like a team sport, football, soccer, lacrosse, basketball, whatever. I hated run. I literally played goalie in lacrosse just so I wouldn't have to run. I'd rather just get pelted with like 90 mile per hour, like rubber vulcanized balls than run. So I hated running. I despise it. But now, recently, it's become very almost meditation-like when I'm running because I just get in very therapeutic. It gets very therapeutic for me because I just get in a zone where I can literally just I'm just focused and I'm just getting it done. And it's like, hey, my legs might be hurting. I don't care. I'm going to push through and keep going. And just, that burning, it actually feels good. I'm just let my body gets loose.
Pushing
my heart
yourself.
opens up. Yes. So honestly, my view on cardio has completely changed. So I actually enjoy it, and I've been seeing results. When I first started the challenge, I could run for like 10 minutes straight. Next week, I got to like 15. Third week, I got to 20. And now I'm at like 25, 30, and I'm feeling fantastic.
You were doing great from the start. I remember like the first day you did like a consecutive 10 minutes. I was like, wow, okay. No, you're a good runner.
Yeah. I literally despised it though. I hate it. I just changed the way. I know I enjoy it.
Good.
So it's good.
Good.
Talk about the shoes, the difference.
Ah, yes. So when I used to run in like shitty kind of skate shoes. Just shoes you shouldn't be running. Just imagine like a dress shoe or something. Shoes you don't run in. That's what I was doing. And it was uncomfortable for my feet, made my knees hurt. Just everything was kind of out of balance. It was all whack. So I got these actually very, very good bouncy running shoes. I don't even feel any, like all that tension on my knees and my ankles and my foot. It's all alleviated, and it just makes running that much easier.
So it was hurting your knees because you were running in crappy shoes, and
Yes.
I got you some actual running shoes, the one kind that I run in, along with the socks. They're like the low friction, because you want your foot to slide around in the shoe pretty good, especially when you're running several miles, because otherwise you're going to get blisters, you're going to get calluses there, corns, all that kind of stuff. So you want to have really great running shoes that's worth the investment. They're expensive, but I think ASICS makes the best running shoe in the world. I've been running in them for 20 years, and Gracie, you tried them on. The first time yesterday you ran them? Tell us about that. The difference from what you were doing.
I got really bad, like my shins would hurt really bad every time I ran. I ran in, I wouldn't say cheap, but just like a pair of Nikes that were really thin. I feel like they definitely weren't meant for running.
They look like boat shoes or something you wear to the beach that could get wet.
Yeah, well, they were they're like the label said training, so obviously they're like for working out, but they weren't for running because my shins hurt so bad every time I ran, like to the point where I had to like stop. But yeah, no, the ASICs just absorb all the shock from like the bouncing. So I definitely like it's easier to like consistently run instead of stopping every time because my shins hurt so bad.
So
yeah.
your shins didn't hurt yesterday?
No, not at all. My calves burned because that's what happens when you run. But yeah, my shins didn't hurt as bad as they used to.
The proper equipment is really important for the task.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what about weight training? Let's talk about that.
I'm thinking of a response currently. You can go if you got something.
Yeah, I got something. I did a little bit of weight training back in high school because I was in the cheer team just for a year. But back then, I hated it. Now, I wouldn't say hate it. It's just something that's like, you definitely have to push yourself. It's a lot of, like, I feel like for me, it's really mental. And when I'm doing it, I'm like, this hurts. I want to stop. But you have to remind yourself to stop when you can't do it anymore because that's how you progress. So I feel like for me, it's really a mental challenge. more than physical. Obviously, it hurts on my body too, but mentally, like it's really a challenge for myself. Like everything's mental.
I'm in the same boat too, where
Yeah.
I can be doing it, but it's just literally I'll be in the middle of exercise, just keeping in my mind, nope, keep going, don't stop, don't
Yeah.
stop, don't take this little break, keep going. Just staying in the flow of it is one of the hardest. Just staying in the flow of it, and then progressing in the weights is too. It's rewarding, but at the same time, it's more of a challenge, of course, because you're like, oh, you know what, say the 70-pound weight, I mastered the 70-pound weight. You're just gonna want to stick with it because why not? That's your weight. You like that number. It feels good, but it's all about moving up with the weights and stuff.
See, I'm more of like a more reps than more weights. Like I keep the same weights every time, but I try to do more of like the exercise every time. And gosh, I did too many squats last time I worked out, and my hamstrings hurt so bad yesterday. But
I really like
it's
the one
good.
machine
It's
where
all
you
good.
go up or
Yeah.
down with
my
it. I
legs,
like that
every
one.
time I do it, my legs literally like shake while I do it, and my whole body's just like shaking.
Yeah, that might not be. You might.
But it's good. It's like helping.
Yeah, okay, that's
like, I
good.
don't know. It's building my muscle. I
Well, the
think.
one thing I got to say that I've watched you is those last couple reps that you do, you tend to stick your butt out because you're cheating with your back muscle.
On the squats.
Yeah, because you're
Anything
getting
to
tired and
cheat.
fatigued, so you got to pay attention. Your form needs to be good.
That's
Because you can
probably
hurt
why it hurts
yourself.
so bad, yeah.
Well, you can hurt yourself when you do that because now you're doing something out of balance. Out
Yeah.
of alignment.
No, the squats are definitely really hard. I can do them. I feel like I work out, like, I use anger to, like, fuel my workout. I don't know. I've always done that. When I was in high school, I used to
good.
get so mad after school.
anger.
And I'd go on a run just out of anger. Like, so angry, just running it, like, across my lake. And I'd get, like, 10 minutes into it and be like, why did I do this? I'm so tired. But I definitely, like, working out's really mental for me for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like it's really a mental struggle with myself.
When I first started running on a treadmill, because I used to run outside, but when I got my first treadmill, because, in Orlando, it gets cold in the winter. And then if it's raining out, you don't want to go out and run. And, so you can run in a climate-controlled environment. You don't have to worry about, especially at night, because when I would run on those brick streets, they'd have holes in the roads. And if the lights were off, and you could step into one of those holes and break your ankle
Just completely
easily.
destroy it.
So
That's
you're
what-
always having to run and look at the ground where you're running at night and then run on a treadmill, you know what you're going to get. But just being in a confined space like this for 20 to 30 minutes, you have to deal with your thoughts. And that's kind of freaky for a lot of people because you're stuck in place. You can't go anywhere else.
I like closing my eyes when I work out. And that's like one of the problems with running is like when I close my eyes, I literally almost fall off the machine.
See, I try to close my eyes, but it just fucks me up.
Like when I close my eyes, like that's when like I grind and I
See,
focus.
I try that. I try because I'm like, oh, if I close my eyes and just get into it, it will work. But it literally just derails me every time.
Oh, it's weird how like everyone's so different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have to just keep like in the moment, like I just present of it.
See,
if I close my
I-
eyes, I'll just get like, oh, I'll just quit now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I close my eyes and like imagine myself somewhere else. And like that's how I do it. I don't know. And like when I run and then when I walk on the treadmill, I put my hands on the sides and I close my eyes and I'm just like walking. But I don't know. I feel like I meditate when I work out. Or I don't know, I'm in my head. I breathe. And, like imagine myself on a pretty lake.
Nice. You really like your
With like
legs.
birds while I'm like,
the
like
birds gonna eat it?
pumping iron. Like I don't know.